His chairman, Ugla, met with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu over the weekend, but no new investment deal was signed. I mean, Rufai, I know you're saying, because I did see some of your, your statements on Twitter, and it does appear. Let me just take this tweet from Hamless, who wrote, "This one, the entire government is now depending only on propaganda. Does it now imply that Tinubu has run out of ideas? From Dubai visa ban to Maersk $600 million investment. How long should we continue to delete posts and keep writing these articles?" But I believe that he's responding to Bayo Ononuga, who actually deleted the post announcing the deal as well. I'll take Godswill's tweet. He wrote, "Breaking news. This is the global Tinubu effect. Maersk lost almost 4% of their market capitalization in less than 12 hours after Tinubu's administration falsely announced that the company was going to invest $600 million in Nigeria. The global market has finally priced Nigeria as junk asset class." Maersk is a public company, and I can imagine the frenzy of phone calls among their board of directors and shareholders that forced them to quickly denounce the false propaganda about their $600 million investment in Nigeria. I can also imagine Maersk lawyers threatening Bayo Ononuga with a lawsuit if he did not delete the tweet immediately, because the lightning speed with which the tweet was deleted was nothing short of dizzying. Anyway, the Maersk stock price has since been struggling to get back to its market value. Well, in a twist of events, a video made available to Arise News with the caption, "Caught on tape," the presidency claimed the Maersk Terminal's chief executive officer, Kate Swevenson, detailed the company's $600 million investment commitment during a visit to the Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Dr. Doris Uzoka Anete. Well, in the video, Maersk Terminal CEO appeared to have outlined plans to allocate an initial $100 million with an additional $500 million for port investments in Lagos. Well, let's take a look.
I'm happy today to present to you the global CEO of APM Terminals and chairman of Maersk and management team of APPL. With this facility, Nigeria is starting of getting over 1 million jobs.
Facility to really world-class capabilities and invested over $100 million there. And so our proposal is to upgrade the Apapa port facility with our partners there and invest $500 million in upgrading the facilities.
To actually come forward with your commitments of investment. And for me, it's something I want the rest of Nigerians to see and to hear, and to be rest assured that it's going to get better. We committed and we promised Nigerians that there will be jobs. And also, calculating numbers, sitting down here, we've just created 3 million jobs. Within 2 days, we are seeing opportunities of creating 5 million jobs. So what we are doing is also to create a job center where we can actually put out the opportunities that are available for Nigerians to see and to contact those who are providing these jobs in a matchmaking process. So we do all that we can and all that it takes to remove the bottlenecks around businesses for you, increase the ease of doing business.
Caught on tape. Well, according to the presidency, this video was made this pledge was made in February, but of course Nigerians will react. Because you see that video? This is from Dari, who wrote, "This is actually a dangerous game. What if Maersk decided to sue for this kind of AI forgery and misinformation? This is criminality of the highest order. Bayo Ononuga has deleted the tweet. You people want to put them in more trouble by forging their voices. Maersk lost 4% of his market CV yesterday. Don't make them squeeze Nigeria for it, because that's the rhetoric. It does appear to be like an AI-generated video because the voice was not syncing.
I would like to quote
what's happening here?
The famous words of the leader and the founder of the Pluto Nation, Mr. Charlie Poppy. He said, and I quote, "He don't cast. He don't cast. He don't cast." Okay. This deal, he don't cast. Dr. Abati, yesterday, we took a story when Nuhu Ribadi was talking about this information. And I said something profound, like I'm a soothsayer. that the government should desist from disinformation and misinformation. Dr. Abati, I submit to you, do you not see it is this government that is...
He don't cast, last, everybody go chop breakfast. He don't cast, last, everybody go chop breakfast.
Everybody go chop breakfast. I want to listen to more. I want to listen more of that review before I add mine. Rufai is talking. Let's hear that before we, Indeed.
And misinformation. Dr. Abati, I submit to you, do you not see it is this government that is purveying misinformation and disinformation as we speak? A deal that was never signed, a deal that was never articulated. You went ahead and reported that the chairman of Maersk made that deal with you on the sidelines of your meeting in Saudi Arabia. Then Lloyd's List. Lloyd is one of the most authoritative websites when it comes to anything shipping. They also, I'm sure they probably also run the Lloyd's Register. Came out and they debunked the story. In the pain and everything, instead of you to offer an apology, anyway, Mr. Baron Onuga, like they say in social media parlance, he did Phil Foden. He folded. He went back, he deleted that message, that misinformation.
As he should.
Then some of their propagandist bandwagon had the temerity to bring out this video that didn't even talk about an investment, talk about a proposal that was done in February as against something that was announced. I mean, how much will government stop spreading misinformation on social media? Because when Nuhu Ribadu was talking about spreading misinformation, is this not obvious? Just like we had in the Dubai case, that it took a brave journalist to debunk it by calling the Dubai authorities. It has gotten to a point where if you have any of this foreign announcement, what do you do now? You need to talk to those foreign bodies that they made the announcement with to be able to get to the root of the matter. If Maersk had not been asked, and stellar job Rotus, I commend you, second time I commend you Rotus today. Rotus had to go ahead and send a message, say they can't comment on any investment. If it was something they were happy about, they were going to comment on it. Right. So it speaks volumes of what we should do, and let us do it, right? We can't keep doing this and spreading misinformation.
Okay, I'll be very brief. You see, there's something they call test of English as a foreign language.
I know that. TOEFL.
Yes. So English language is a very tricky thing for people for whom English is not the first language. Good. That's my first point. Now, Ajuri said the Nigerian government secured, right? Yeah. It probably, in its mind, doesn't mean that a deal has been struck. Mr. Ononuga, in the tweet that he deleted, said plans to invest.
Like a proposal, yes.
Right? So Mr. Ononuga, when there was this pushback, deleted the tweet. And I think also he went on television to say, he didn't say they have said they will invest, but that they plan to invest. Now, Maersk, in their own statement, said, we'll continue to dialogue with the Nigerian government. We're committed. We've been doing business in Nigeria for a very long time, and the ongoing dialogue with the Nigerian government is in order, but no deal has been signed. Obviously, if a deal was signed, we will have seen the ceremony.
Yes.
Now, to the basic issues. That article by one Richard Mead on the Lloyd's List, I went through it.
Yes.
Yes, he said Maersk did not say that any deal was signed, but he also provided an explanation that Maersk, the Danish shipping giant, that they are going to have their announce their quarterly earnings, first quarter earnings, on Thursday. And of course, that would generate the interest of investors and all that. And that one of the reasons is that they don't want to run foul of any regulatory issues. So how do you go and tell your investors that you have already promised or you have committed yourself to a $600 million package in Nigeria? Yes, of course, at that meeting, questions will be asked. Investors will ask questions. So he provided that alternative explanation. And then in some of the things you read, their share price, their stock equity was affected. It dropped by 4%. So there are regulatory issues here. There are, business considerations here. But the more important part of it is that those who issue statements on the part of government should not be over enthusiastic. Each time President Tinubu travels, you know, our people are always very eager to come out and say, we have secured this amount, we have secured that amount. So I think there's also something about the use of English language here. Why not just say it as it is and say there was a dialogue, you know, there is a...
Nuisance Lele. Nuisance Lele.
That is how, that is how they do social conditioning. We all saw what Tinubu and gang did. Abati, being a member of the establishment, this year he started. And all of you will be like, Then he will turn it around and say, oh, it's because of the way they communicated it. Maybe they were just too happy to say something. Maybe it is not propaganda, as some of you are seeing it. As if to say this is not intentional. Abati knows that it is intentional. But just to look like their conversation is balanced. That is why he wanted to play with your head. Downplay the seriousness of it. And then pretend to offer them advice. Maybe next time, I know that some of you, when Tinubu travels, you are eager to tell the news of like you have done something when you have not. That means you are lying. That's not eager. Eager to want to say something. No. It's all intentional. He went on TV and made the announcement, didn't he? Does that mean that he was just too happy to tell Nigerians that they've done something they haven't? So Abati knows what he's doing. So man, shut up. Okay. Somebody just said this as a reminder, by the way. This was in April 2023. When men, or should I say when humans begin to speak like prophets and everything they say comes to pass. Read with me. Read with me. This is what Sam wrote in April 2023 before Tinubu was sworn in at all. So let me tell you people how Tinubu's tenure will go. It's so easy to predict. Number one, in June, subsidy will be removed. This will trigger inflation never seen in Nigeria before. I see people refer to transportation costs, for humans, but it's a lot more than that. Two, goods also travel. Do you know that? A cost of transporting goods will rise and sellers will transfer this to the prices of their goods. So expect everyday goods to rise sharply. 3, cost of production will also rise. Companies that run on generators will raise their prices to break even. 4, this means demand will drop drastically. And once demand starts to drop, companies will begin to pack up and fail. But this is not the sad part. I know it gets worse. The companies are falling. The companies are failing. Sorry, if companies are failing, that means government taxes are failing too. Let's forget unemployment first. 6, for a man like Tinubu that measures his success through IGR, which is a pretty dumb way though, he cannot stand and watch IGR fall. What will he do? Increase taxes, because that's always his first instinct, which will further drive a lot of businesses to fail. 7, let's not forget he has spent so much in this election. He has to make his money back. Plus, he is no Peter Obi that can manage resources. Those presidential aircraft will not fly themselves. We are in for the toughest time in our history. So he said, I see people making tweets like, may Nigeria, making tweets like, Nigeria must work. It's like standing in front of a moving train and declaring that the train will stop. Keep your prayer for yourself. You will need it if this man stays in office in the next 4 years. And guess what? Every part of this prediction has come to pass. But there are still more coming, which means it is still going to be worse. Okay? Tinubu and his criminal co-travelers. Their own success of being successful is the amount of IGR they are declaring. And that is why, despite the hardship or economic cost, the cost of living in Nigeria, they continue to increase the import tax or imported duties, which, importers are going to pass on to you anyway. You will pay for it. So that they can tell you that they have been making more money now. At the end of the day, the entire center will no longer hold. Now, take a look at the salary structure put forward by Tinubu. And according to them, this is going to be the new salary structure. So you know what you are earning before. If you are from the government level 1 to 15, you will have 20% increase. And if you are from level 16, you get 28% increase. Again, paramilitary salary. That's for the police. So now paramilitary salary structure from level 1, the same thing, 20%. From level 16 upward, 28%. Then they have the armed forces, the military. From level 1 to the same thing, 20% to and 28%. So if you look at the consolidated public service salary, it is the same as well. From level 1 to level 16, and then from level 17 upward. So consolidated research and allied institution salary structure, same but in practice, this is what it means. Okay? So those of you who are civil servants in Nigeria, you probably should understand the difference, Abi. So what this means is that, take a look at that level 1, right? Of 45,000 naira. No, sorry, 450,000 naira. So that is per annum. Your salary per annum. So if you divide the 450,000 naira by 12, so that is going to be an extra, possibly, an extra 8,000 naira on your 30,000 naira minimum wage. So they practically are paying you extra 8,000 naira. So your minimum wage is still pretty much under 40,000 naira. And that is the new minimum wage. Then you can begin to now calculate it onward. Which level are you? Right? So get on with that. Level 16, level 17, sub-level 4 or 5, and all of that. They have the way they calculate it to. Sure you get. Now, in that contraption, Nigeria, do you mind me taking the highest paid person? No, sorry. Minimum wage of, let's say, level 16. No, level 15. Now, take a look at the level 15 salary. Basic. Okay. And level 15 top. So, what do you call that in again? Level 15 top 9 or something, Abi Clemente. Now, take a look at that level 15 and the annual salary under 9. 15.9. That's a 3,367,474 naira. Ladies and gentlemen, that is practically just about 2,000 pounds. This is somebody in level 15, level 15 top 9. I mean step 9 rather. Yeah, God bless you, Jerry. Level 15 step 9. You see the salary annually? 3.3 million, right? Convert that to what they have turned Nigeria into now. So divide it in by 12. So practically that should be somewhere around the 270 or 260,000. I mean, yeah, maybe 250,000 naira a month, right? 3 million, 3.2, sorry, 3.5. So the most is it's going to be like about 250,000 naira a month. Now, somebody will be level 15 step 9 in Nigeria will be paid in the new salary. It will be paid somewhere around 250,000. Baba, convert that now. No be 150 pounds be that a month. For person be level 15, oh, you work on the level 2. I mean, divided, that is what Tinubu just announced. So the Nigerian workers are now saying the minimum they will take as minimum wage in Nigeria is going to be 625,000 naira. That's the minimum. And if that should work well, you see, that simply means that the person that is meant to be paid 250,000 naira, that person can possibly collect a 2.5 million naira. Then that will make sense. Because you see, Nigeria is a poor country, made poor by these criminals. But you are living in the third world country, and you are paying the price of the first world country. How much is a liter of your petrol right now? That's almost what we pay for the same petroleum, what have you here. Like, how much are you paying for your electricity right now? You're almost paying for, a lot of you, they put in band 1, I'll be band A. Band A with no electricity, they are billing you like person where they live for UK. I've seen a lot of you complaining. 400,000 naira. 800,000 naira. Electricity bill, 180,000. From 10,000 naira a month, you are not going to be spending about 60,000, 70,000. Living in the third world country, but paying like the first world country. Isn't that, isn't that something like daylight cheating that at least should be enough for a lot of you to stand up? Well, Showore is back to Nigeria. It's back in Nigeria. And they said the Orange Beret revolution is, is what everyone will still have to queue behind. Whatever the agenda is, right? Ladies and gentlemen, Show is back. And he had this to say.
Take it back. Action. Revolution. Now. I want to thank everyone as our future governor of Ondo State has said. When I left about a month and a half ago, I made it very clear that I'll be back. But before I left about a month and a half ago, in 2019, when we were starting out the Revolution Now movement, we told them that it may take time, but we will defeat them. Yes. Even in their own courtroom. Yes. So by a month and a half ago, we defeated 4 judges. My case went through 4 judges and over 5 years. And it's the most powerful 5 years of the re-institutionalization of the country that has ever seen. And you can imagine today that we are the only ones who are who can inform the oppressors of their own cause, in their courtrooms, in their barracks, in their police stations, even in Aso Rock. We stayed with them in Abuja and etc. And we have said it that we...
Hey, did I just miss that? I'm so sorry, right? I'll show you something else, okay? I really want you to listen to Showore. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to put it back on. Please.
Take it back. Action. Revolution. Now. I want to thank everyone as our future governor of Ondo State has said. When I left about a month and a half ago, I made it very clear that I'll be back. But before I left about a month and a half ago, in 2019, when we were starting out the Revolution Now movement, we told them that it may take time, but we will defeat them. Yes. Even in their own courtroom. Yes. So by a month and a half ago, we defeated 4 judges. My case went through 4 judges and over 5 years. And it's the most powerful 5 years of the re-institutionalization of the country that has ever seen. And you can imagine today that we are the only ones who are who can inform the oppressors of their own cause, in their courtrooms, in their barracks, in their police stations, even in Aso Rock. We stayed with them in Abuja and etc. And we have said it that we'll be back, and I'm back today. And I'm glad to be back with all of you. I have another trial tomorrow in Abuja. I will go to Abuja But trial is not the issue. We are going to put all of them on trial one by one, and collectively. Those of you who are aware when we were fighting police, we told Yaya Bello when he arrested two of our guys for President Buhari must go that one day he too will be on the run. Has it not come to pass? His deputy that time, told them one day you'll be on the run too. The Buhari people told them they are all on the run now. But that is not our intention. Our intention is to clean this country. And like I said in the US when I arrived there, what we did in the last 5 years was to give them a middle finger. But what we are doing next is to give them a soccer punch.